All right. Good good day everybody. We are here for something very interesting and that's about Akawo landlords. That's Guva Akawo landlords. All right. I just wanted to talk to you guys briefly about it so you know what is all about. All right. How did the Akawo landlord concept come about? You know, there are a lot of people out there who wants to acquire properties, right? And many a times, because of how expensive those properties are, somebody might not have that bulk money to pay for a particular property, you know. And there have always been this stuff that properties can only be purchased by people who are wealthy, so most of the times having a property, let's say 5 million or 3 million, and somebody don't have that bulk money. So we've observed that a lot of people have wants to get that kind of stuff, but many a times because of a lot of stuff challenges, they don't have that bulk money. So even when they plan in a year, say okay, after at the end of this year, this is one plot I'm going to get, or this is two plot I'm going to get. At the long run, they can't really achieve it because problem no dey finish. you know there's always a challenge, there's always an issue, and along the line they can't really get to their target. So we came up with this so that, like the name Akawo is daily contribution. So somebody coming to pay daily an amount of money, and at the long run he he has a property. All right. So this system will enable anybody, whether you are a civil servant or you are a hustler, a business person working in the marketplace or anywhere at all, as long as you are ambitious and you have a plan to have a property. All right. So he's going to enable you. So right now we are having Akawo landlords in the city of Owerri. All right. And one of the good things we have been able to do is that we have been able to secure properties in about 5 locations, because there are booming locations coming up. There are booming locations in Owerri. Back in the days, most of the times we learn by observation, and we learn from the past. You know, there were times when a location like Douglas, there was a picture I saw back then, and I saw Douglas, and all I saw was bush, like it was bushy, and a lot of activities were going there. But right now, Douglas, if you want to get a plot in Douglas, you should be thinking of at 200 million. Why? Because the place is developed. And guess what? There are people who tapped into that. So there were people who were diligent enough to see that, it's like development is coming here. Not only Douglas, other areas, warehouse, Port Harcourt, some of those areas, there were people who tapped into it early enough. I was talking with my caretaker in the house, and as we were talking, he made a comment. He said back then, when he was still in the university, he said a plot around where I'm staying, very booming place. He said a plot around that place was 35,000. I screamed. Hey, I screamed. I said, what? 35,000. I said, sir, what happened? He said, no, now So he didn't get any plot. So on that day, I was just talking to him about investment in real estate and all of that, and told him how someone got a property and at the long run made some dividends. And he was like, hi, assuming he had taken that opportunity, by now he should have been a multi-millionaire. And he was not telling me, okay, what do we do now? This person I'm telling you about is in his 60s. So it means that there was an opportunity, and then he had money. In fact, as he was talking, the child, The first son was there, the wife was also there, and both of all of them were like, "Hi, daddy, daddy, I just wish you had gotten this thing." All of them. But at the point, he was saying, "Don't worry, don't worry, we'll go fully into it." And you get to, and after that, he was, and that was it. But as he made that comment, I told myself, okay, okay, so it means we are not late. Though we started a little bit late, but we are not late. It means there is so much opportunity in this thing. Many a times there's this saying people have that I wish my parents had gotten properties back. But guess what? Then it will shock you that 35,000 was not just small money then. It had value. But guess what? It took sacrifice. It took an extra push for them to do what? Get that property. Are you getting it? So now we are representing Guba as we go out, but there are some few things I just want to mention here so that we are up to date. All right. So in this flyer, you would see one of the things you would see is um, Miami Pier Estate. Become a landlord today with Akawo landlord with first deposit of 10,000. That's shocking. So what it means is that with your first deposit of 10,000, you're already a landlord. That's crazy. How? The truth is, anyone who have gone, because there is a terms and condition, anyone who is ready and comes to the office, goes through our agreement with our barrister and goes through it and is ready for that, all right? Instantly, his name is being taken and his documentation will start immediately. Are you getting it? So with 10,000, so the plan was, or the plan is ensuring that this person is able to pay, let's say, 10,000 every day. You know, so 2.3 million is instant payment. In the flyer, this is 2.3 million instant payment. But guess what? That is not really the price. All right. The reason is 2.3 now is just because is a launching price. Are you getting it? See, there is no way you can get a property for 2.3. But this is just because it's just a launching pad to enable people to get it. So what it means is that sooner or later, we don't know yet, this property could be 5 million. The actual price could be 5 million. Yes, if you check around real estate in Owerri, if you check around, they list 4.55 million. But you would see that launching price 2.3, 2.5, I think 2.5, I've seen a couple of them, 2.5, 3 million launching. Then after which there is going to be the real cost. All right. So we are bringing this for 2.3. That's instant. Somebody is interested now. All right. He comes to the office, sees the agreement, meets a lawyer, goes to our site because we have been able to secure about 100 plots in each different locations. When we talk about locations, we talk about um, when you talk about locations, good day, sir. When you talk about locations, we're talking of places like Aba Road, uh, Umuagwo, Umuagwo Port Harcourt Road, then Umonkane Futo Junction, Umonkane, then Onitsha Road, that's Obaku. All right. So these are the locations that are currently booming. Shortly from now, those places will be full. Few months ago, it was Avu. Avu was very cheap. But right now, Avu is hot cake. Very expensive. Are you getting it? Before now, it was Irete. But Irete now, hey, hot cake. Yes. Everywhere is just booming. So now is what we see is that smart investors are now and are now watching, from the previous president, they are now saying, okay, this is the next place that will soon boom. So anyone who goes there, will have that benefit. Are you getting what I'm saying? All right. So I need to attend to my Oga outside. Please, can you help me just pause the this thing? Just yeah, so that I can just